Adi, what's the word? TV's almost fixed up. I just gotta get one more thing. But check this out. Blah, 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 blah. I got a PC. And you know what that means? Piracy. I mean, computer programs. Sorry. I'm just a little hungry. But yeah, actually, do you know what Pivot is? It's like an older animation software, stick figures, open source, I think. I don't know. It's cool if you don't. I was just really into it back then, going through memory lane and stuff, you know. Well, what about you? Were you ever really big into something ever? Or are you really big into something now? I guess what I'm asking is, do we have a hobby? I bet you could guess what mine is. Alright, so I started watching anime like real young. I'm talking like, I don't know. And believe it or not, my first anime was actually Queen's Blade. I don't know, bro. It was just on. But I really got into it at like 7. I can't lie. I was a show binger. From 7 to like 15, I watched an anime like a day. And I feel like the anime that I watched kind of shaped my whole personality. I was really big into watching like characters like Luffy or, you know, like Soma especially. Chill. Nah, but I really liked inspiring characters, you know, the ones with like the biggest obstacles that they've managed to overcome. That stuck with me. But regardless, that was like a little tangent. Back in the day, I'm talking like early 2010s, mid 2010s. On TV, you could find anime, like namely on Toonami. Cartoons, movies, live action shows, documentaries, and like some adult animation. And it was cool and all, you know. I think that was definitely about like the golden age of TV. But I also think it was the golden age of the internet too, because if you looked online, people were doing their own thing there too. I'm talking Smosh, Eddsworld, SCP, Yoon's Dojo, Swoozy, Domix, Figures, Homestuck, Red vs. Blue, Happy Tree Friends, and I bet I'm missing a whole bunch of other stuff. But seeing all these people at a young age put something together this cool, independently usually, really made me want to make something too. So one day, you know, out of the blue, my older brother came up to me. He was like, yo, I found this app that you could like make animations with. I was like, for real? And he was like, for real. That app was Stick Notes. And that was like 10 years ago. All right. I can't be the only person who thinks that there's a lot going on right now. We're living in a world right now where the money is tight and my TikToks got Family Guy at the bottom. Like, I feel like things are moving fast, but like not going anywhere at the same time. It's like a sandstorm. So when it comes to what happens in a day, like whether it's school or work or game or sports, whatever, I feel like there's gotta be at least one thing that's unaffected by this quote unquote sandstorm. And for me, that's my hobby. So earlier today, or when I wrote the script, because I wrote today on the script, but it's not. So earlier, like a few days ago, I went around asking people at my job, some customers too, I asked them if they had hobbies. And I'm gonna be real, I got a lot more no's than I thought I would. So the definition of a hobby is actually an activity done in one's leisure time for pleasure. That's what it says. That definition is a lot more broad than I thought. I associated a hobby with something a little bit more unique or specific to a certain individual, like a special interest, like that one dude from the Lego movie. Maybe not that obsessive, but you know, because an activity done in one's leisure time for pleasure, that can mean a lot. Like, is drinking a hobby? Is smoking my daily cigar on the porch a hobby? I don't know why I did that. I messed up. It says an activity done regularly. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that still means a lot, right? I guess what I always thought a hobby was is like a task or activity relatively unique to a person that they enjoy to invest their time in or effort in regularly to explore or learn or manage. I don't think it has to be necessarily productive, but kind of keep you engaged or tested. Collecting and understanding something, learning a new skill or instrument, spending a long time with a piece of lore or story, maybe even getting better at something random, but you do it like you love it. I think a lot of things still fit this category too though, but it benefits you in a way. Well, a more personal way, if you know what I mean. And I think that's why people said no. Because number one, the definition means that everybody has a hobby or two. And maybe their idea of a hobby is a little different than mine, but I always thought there was kind of a blurry line between entertainment and a hobby. Like is doom scrolling a hobby? Because I would have gotten a lot more yeses. And two, because I don't think they've never had a hobby, but they might just be in between finding something they want to cultivate. That's the word. At first, I kind of thought getting better at something or managing something is like learning. And I felt like I already did enough of that at school and at work, so, you know. And it kind of is, you know, but it's a little different too. There was times when I was like young, when like the teacher would give us something really cool to write about or draw about or read. And I was locked in for those. I remember I had this teacher named Miss T. I'm gonna call her Miss T. And she started reading us the Grimm's Brother books one day, like the original Hansel and Gretel and Rumpelstiltskin. And those books were so fire. The whole class would like talk about it and stuff like that, and we were actually like learning. When you get older, maybe it's the curriculum, but for some reason, like, the teacher does not care if you like the subject or not. Or more like the process of learning something isn't allowed to be fun for some reason. Not after you reach like the 7th grade. But painting, making music, working out, collecting things, building things, doing puzzles, you know, keeping the brain fresh. I like those things a lot, actually. And I don't know about y'all, but with hobbies, I feel like hobbies kind of give you like a type of peace, a zone even, one that's just yours, physically and mentally. And when you live with a lot of people, finding something that's like all you is clutch. I'm telling you, someone's always trying to jack your flow or something, and you gotta share everything. So it's nice to have something not only build like my peace or something, but build my identity too. Because I believe you are what you do. And to be able to choose something that I like, that nobody can take away from me, that also brings me peace, that's also keeping me sharp, and that nobody's forcing me to do or I struggle with controlling, is underrated. I'm saying. I feel like it's a win-win. Hobbies have no cons. Except for maybe like your pockets or something. But that's it. That's the whole thing. I found it. My old animations. Yo, this stuff is from when I was like 12. Dang, time flies. I had some more on a hard drive too, what's his name has, but I don't remember what was on it. It's been a minute. Topic for another day, I guess. But hey, thanks for chilling with me today. And if you don't have a hobby, get one for your good pal Uncle Fink. Yo, what? Never mind. What's up? It's been a minute since I've done one of these. Whoa. It's been like 2 months. I didn't do it on the last one. Anyway, welcome to the end card where I just talk for like a minute. You could skip ahead, but I also got some music recommendations for you at the end, so you could stick around for those. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, you know what I'm saying? And I've been busy. All of us have been busy. You know, it's busy times. But I feel like making videos is super therapeutic for me. And I feel like up until recently, I had kind of like overdone it. Y'all already know this. I'm out here saying the obvious. It's whatever. But I already got another video that I'm working on in the works, and you can expect this video. I cut that little last part out, and you can expect this video before the 30th. That is in about 7 days from now. I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be kind of short, but hey, video's a video. I also want to try doing a very long video that might be after, like in June. We'll see. But thank you for watching again. yeah, I want to keep this part a little short, a little chill, you know what I'm saying? Not overstay it, you know? But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Y'all make it really fun to make things. I hope y'all are doing great. And I hope y'all continue to make things as well, because, you know, I love to see it. I'm outie. Deuces.